Matias Fernandez says his stunning volleyed winner against MK Dons is his favourite. Sky Sports have stated Tottenham goalkeeper Guillermo Vicario has been left out of the club's pre-season tour. Javi Seamans admits he is happy just walking again. Andy Robertson has stated this is a club going places. And Spurs boss Roberto De Zerbi says he wants to build a team with soul. Here are your daily Tottenham news headlines. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel to another edition of the Daily Tottenham News Headlines, where I'll be going through all the latest news, rumours and reports. I'm leader Dorset Spur, and if you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Okay, so let's get into it. There is plenty to get through today. New Tottenham signing Matias Fernandez has said his stunning volleyed winner against MK Dons is his favourite goal of his career so far. The £85 million signing from West Ham hammered in the first-time screamer from outside the box in the 3rd minute, which gave his new side a winning start to pre-season as Spurs won 1-0 at their training ground. It was my favourite goal of my career by a mile, he told Spurs Play. The second one was last season, so I need to do more and more times to score a goal to shoot out of the box. I know that I can do it. This just gives me confidence for the rest of my days. Sky Sports have stated that Tottenham goalkeeper Guillermo Vicario has been left out of the club's pre-season tour of New Zealand and Australia. The 29-year-old, who is expected to leave this summer, suffered a minor knock in training and won't travel with the 35-man squad. Lucas Bergvall is part of the group despite wanting to depart the club. Nottingham Forest and Newcastle have held talks about signing him. Mohamed Kudus, Javi Seamans, DJ Konopevsky and Wilson Odebear will remain at the club's training ground to continue their rehabilitation. Rodrigo Bentancur and Pat Matassar have been granted extended leave following their appearances at the World Cup, while Pedro Porro, Marcus Senesi, Christian Romero and Jed Spence will also not travel, having reached the latter stages of the tournament. Starting in New Zealand, Spurs face A-League champions Auckland FC on Sunday, July the 26th. Following that, the squad will head to Australia for fixtures against Sydney FC at the Allianz Stadium on Wednesday, July the 29th, and Chelsea at the Accor Stadium on Saturday, the 1st of August. Javi Seamans admits he's happy just walking again after the horror ACL injury that resulted in him missing out on the World Cup. Seamans was ruled out for a long term after he was injured for Tottenham in April. Speaking to the Sports Agents podcast, Seamans revealed he is in a much better place now as he continues his recovery and rehabilitation. Through the years, I have seen a lot of players getting injured, and you never think like, okay, this could happen to me. So especially after you're like 1 week in the hospital and you cannot do anything by yourself, that's where it hit into my head, and I said like, wow, I cannot do anything. I can barely even walk to the toilet. I need help. Someone needs to help to come with me. So having that impact at the moment was like, okay, my life goes so fast. Footballer's life goes so fast that we are not conscious about little things in life. And at the moment, my head was like, I have to be even happy just walking again and going to the toilet and even having a drink with my family. So that was something that really hit into my head. The first days was really hard, especially because at the moment that we were with the club, with Tottenham, and the World Cup was coming as well for me. And I've played one World Cup, but this World Cup was a little bit different because I really could help the team to achieve the goal. Andy Robertson has stated that this is a club that is going places. Tottenham's number 3 said, I'm excited to be here. It was a bit different in terms of the signing being announced and having to go to the World Cup. But my first day has been good, getting to meet people, forgetting people's names and trying to work my way around the training ground and things like that. It's perfect for this time in my career, and that's why when the opportunity came up to join, I was excited to go for it. And now that I'm here, I'm excited to keep progressing in my career and keep doing good things. Hopefully I can do that in a Tottenham shirt. This is a massive club with an amazing training ground, amazing stadium and big fan base. I've played here plenty of times and I know that the supporters get right behind their team. It's a club that's going places. The last couple of years from a league point of view have maybe not been up to the standard that Tottenham fans expect. Last season they showed a lot of tenacity to get to the end and stay up. But now, even being in from day one, there's a huge determination to not allow that to happen again. It's up to us to make sure we're better and to make sure that doesn't happen again. The manager was a huge pull. I've had chats with him. I've had a phone call with him, and both him and his staff seem so good at what they do and how they want to play. It was a great phone call. We know of each other. He knows me as a player. I know him as a manager. And it was just more that we were excited to work with each other. He's well known in the football world for being a fantastic manager. And the fact that he's here, hopefully, I can really do good things under him. Obviously, now I'm a lot more experienced. I've got a lot of games under my belt, and hopefully I can use that experience to help the younger lads and the other lads as well. I think everyone connected to this club just wants Tottenham to have a successful season, and I'm no different to that. Hopefully, I can play a big part in that and play the way I know I can. I can already see from day one that everyone is determined to bring the best level of their game, and hopefully then that we can produce special things for this season. It's been confirmed that the World Cup winner Pedro Porro has been recognised by FIFA for his incredible performances at the 2026 World Cup, with the defender earning a place in the Dream 11. An 11 voted for by fans. The poll on FIFA's website asked supporters of the World Game to build their team 11 from the 2026 tournament, and Pedro got the nod at right back. Teesside Live have reported that Middlesbrough are considering a move for Tottenham's defender Ashley Phillips, who spent last season on loan at Stoke City. Spurs boss Roberto De Zerbi says he wants to build a team with soul at Tottenham, and he insists that the summer spending is not finished yet. Spurs have already spent £237 million on Sandro Tonali, Matias Fernandez and Jan-Paul van Hecke, while Martin Dubravka, Andy Robertson and Marcus Senesi have also signed as free agents. De Zerbi believes everyone is fully bought into the project after he guided Spurs to safety at the end of last season and the final day win over Everton. De Zerbi said, "I feel very good because we are working well. I think we are building a good team with some very important new players, and we are starting the project in another part of the history of the club. I spent a lot of time understanding the club before joining in April, and I knew very well the ideas of the owner of the club, and the plan was clear before the Everton game. Now we are inside the project, we are excited with the idea to build a very strong team. Now we have to finish, as it's not finished yet. Our transfer market in and out at the moment, I am very happy, very proud and very positive. To build a soul, to build a new team with the qualities for sure, but with soul, with passion and the values we have. Football now is not just on the pitch, it's not just with the ball, it is before in the private life. It is how many hours during the day you think you are doing your job, and they have to be happy and proud to stay in Tottenham. I think Tottenham deserve to compete for the top of the Premier League. I know very well the Premier League is very tough, but if you have a good motivation inside of the players, a good organisation on the pitch and outside of the pitch, I think you work well, and at the end you reach your targets. The Eye newspaper reported that Tottenham, Chelsea and Arsenal are plotting a new move for Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford, but the Old Trafford hierarchy do not want to sell him to another English club. Tottenham Hotspur have confirmed the squad number for Andy Robertson will wear for the club. The Scotland international left-back, who joined in the summer following the expiry of his contract at Liverpool, has been assigned the number 3 shirt. The jersey was vacated earlier this month following Radu Dragushin's loan switch to Fiorentina. The club have also confirmed the shirt number that Jan-Paul van Hecke will wear. The Dutch defender, who completely switched from Brighton and Hove Albion in June, will wear the vacant number 6 shirt for us. Last season, the jersey was worn by João Palhinha, who took the jersey when signing from Bayern Munich on a season on loan, after its previous owner, Radu Dragushin, switch to the number 3 shirt. Roberto De Zerbi on Mohamed Kudus. Kudus is very close. I think we can come back to London. He will be available to start working with us. It's a great thing for us. Kudus is another important player. De Zerbi on Vicario and Kulusevski. Vicario is injured, not a big injury, but he needs to stay 1 week in London. Kulusevski, we have to see in the next couple of weeks. He's another very important player. After one complete season without a game, we have to analyse better and better. Don't take risks, first of all, for him and then for us. Roberto De Zerbi on the transfer window. I was very clear at the start of my time in Tottenham. I said, who doesn't want to stay in Tottenham? Who is not happy, is not proud to stay here, has to leave. I want the players to be proud and happy to stay here. The motivation is to be happy to stay in one team. I think it's not finished yet, our transfer market window. Roberto De Zerbi on Lucas Bergvall. I have not spoken to Lucas yet. I will in the next couple of days, and we will make a best decision for the club, for Lucas, for me, for every one of us, without problems. Lucas is a big, big talent. There will be big competition to play because at the end, I think he will be 2 players for each position. If he wants to stay, I will be happy. Otherwise, we have to find a new solution with Johan Lange and also with Vinay Venkatesham. It's not my business after the decisions to leave. Roberto De Zerbi on the transfer window. First of all, I think it's not finished yet, our transfer market window. We have to finish. We have to bring another couple of maybe more, maybe not less, but a couple of players. I'm very happy. I'm very excited to work with the new players, with the old players. I think we are working very well with Johan Lange and Vinay. We are working with clear idea. We bought players with great experience like Robbo. I think we need this type of player because we need to increase experience. We have to improve in mentality. We have to be stronger because in the last 2 seasons, we didn't do what Tottenham has to do. At the end of the transfer market, we will make the point to close the transfer market session. But at the moment, I'm very excited. And Roberto De Zerbi on signing forward players. Yes, the target now is to complete the attacking positions. We want the first target, the first level, because anyway, we are already important players. But I think to start the new project, we need another couple of important players for sure. So quite a lot to get through there. A lot of comments from Roberto De Zerbi and so on. So just some thoughts on this. Just to be clear, I think the focus from De Zerbi is clearly all about this transfer window, having the right players. It looks like we are going to get a couple more. It also looks like Bergvall may well be leaving, given the comments about, finding the best solution for him. And also the fact that he wants players that want to stay. If you want to play for Tottenham, you want to be proud for Tottenham, then we want you to stay. If you don't, if you're not 100% committed, if you're not going to be thinking about Tottenham 24/7 essentially and doing all the right things on and off the pitch, then quite frankly, he doesn't really need you. So I think it's very clear what he's saying there and what he's trying to do. And I think as fans, we have to kind of accept and give him the opportunity to do what he needs to do, because for far too long we've tried to please everybody with being nostalgic about players and this, that, and the other. The point is, he's with them all the time. He sees what he sees. He has a clear plan of how he wants to go forward. And he's talking about being in the top of the Premier League. That's got to be the aspiration, right? Because if it's not the aspiration, what are we even trying to do? If you don't get first place, but you get to second, third, or fourth, that brings its own benefits. If you get into the top 6, that brings its benefits. But, you've got to be aiming for the top. And I think that's where his focus is. But for me, we get into those Champions League spots next season, then that would be a hell of an achievement. And if we can get in some players that of real quality in those forward positions that are really going to make a difference, then I think the club are going places. Let's not forget De Zerbi has a 5-year contract. And so provided the club keeps supporting him, then I think he'll stay, because he moves on very quickly. But that's generally when he's falling out with the people. Let's hope that this club is fully invested in what he wants to do, and then we can go forward. So that seems like the main focus of what we need to talk about today. It's good to hear from Andy Robertson saying he's invested in the club's going places and so on. And also that Kudus is fairly close. Still not sure about Kulusevski. I think we need to write him off and not consider him playing again. If I'm honest, I just don't see it happening. But anyway, that's enough for today. I think there's plenty to get your head around. So thanks for watching and for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. I'm Leader Dorset Spur. If you want to pop over and say hi on my channel, I'll be more than happy to have you. If not, no worries. I'll see you on the next one. And as always, up the Spurs.